It's Sheila from Design with Sassy. And yesterday we worked on getting our card together, and I thought I'd show you what it looked like when we put it together. Now, this is the card that we're going to put together, and this is the one I told you I had only one of them left of my card like this, so you could see. And I want you to see how it just opens up, and you can do either side up high, but one has to be lower than the other, okay? So you've got your center, which is the size of an A2 card, and see how you can write a sentiment in here and in here and in here. And then it folds over, and the short one folds over so you can kind of see through every scene in this card. And I love it. I love this style. I absolutely love it, and I hope you do too. Now, this is what I did, and I always put my little parts ahead of time because you don't want to see me. I mean, these took forever because the little pieces were so tiny. Look at those cheeks, and look at the scroll marks on the cake. So as you can see, they were little, and I had a hard time with the paper. I had a hard time because I couldn't decide what to use, and I want to show you what I cut out first. And only because the bridesmaids were a lavender and purple, and I cut this out. And then when I looked at it on top of each other, I just thought it looked terrible, and I didn't like it at all. So what I did is I got out a white, but this is a two-sided white. The outside is just plain white, okay? The inside is a glitter with glitter on it. See how it looks? And you have to, to be able to write on it, you have to use these same things and use them inside the card so that you can write on it, because you can't write on the glitter. So now, we're going to put this together real fast, and we'll see how we do and what you think. I got out my crocodile because I'll tell you what, I do not like the square corners on this. I want to round the corners. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that now. I'll round all the corners. Oops. I folded this up. I'm trying to get all the goodies out of the inside of this. It is full. Little pieces, yes, they're falling out while I'm doing this. Now this is going to be hard to do, but I'll set it on the outside like that, and we've got it right there. Okay? I'm not doing these edges here, not doing these top edges, and I've got it kind of scooped in a little close so that you can see it. And I want you to know I'm having trouble with my camera. I have no idea what's going on. I've dug out my old camera. It is, what am I doing? Charging it right now. I'm charging it so that future videos will have a better sound to it. So I want you to know that I am aware that towards the end of a tape, it gets scratchy like, and I don't know why it's doing that. It's a brand new camera. It shouldn't be doing that. So I've got to get my warranty out and see if I can't take it back and get it replaced with another one, or get Nikon to, oh, of course you're going to give me a hard time right out of the chute here. Get Nikon to fix the camera, because it's just not right that it's doing that. I bought it so that I can take pictures, good pictures, and I can take good videos, so in high def, and I'm certainly not getting that high def quality that I wanted, and I apologize, but right now I have to work with what I can. Turn me up listening to the scratches. It's only towards the end of the video that it starts acting up, so at least I sound, that's why I couldn't get it to do it on mine. And when I listened to one all the way through, then I heard what you were talking about when you sent me messages. So please, I apologize, but hang in there with me. We'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed in no time at all. Thank goodness I didn't do anything with my old camera. I kept it. I just don't know if it's going to work on my new computer. It didn't work on my old one, so we'll see if it'll work on the new one. That's why I went out and bought a new camera too, because it just wouldn't work with the the computer. It said that it was too old. So somehow we'll get this all worked out. And oops, shame on me, shame on me, shame on me. We gotta lift this bottom back up. Almost glued down the bottom. I remember that one piece goes under there, and we've got to get it on. I got a little fuzzy hanging from there. Get it underneath here. There we go. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. It looks cute. Can you see that? Look at how it just sparkles. This whole thing just sparkles. Don't you love it? And I'm going to turn another light on so you could see that. Look at that. Just shimmers. Okay. Now, we put our little ones here because these are just for messages, our sentiment area, and you can stamp something or you can write something. I am going to probably write something, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to write on all 3 spots. I'll look through my stamps. I didn't take the time to look through them today, but I'll look through them before I make a decision as to what I want to do. Now, when you are putting on any type of glitter paper, make sure you use a little extra ATG because it has a tendency to lift up real easy, okay? The other one. And did you see a close-up of that diamond? I'll have to show you that before I put it down. That was in my library. I don't know what, just do a search for diamond ring, and that diamond will come up. And it turns out I own it. I bought it. It's on one of my cards. I just don't know which one. But it's a beautiful, beautiful. It's hard to put together, though. Very hard to put together. I used white glitter paper. Now let's see if you can see this. I want to get it so it can, I'm trying to catch the light that's sitting way over there. And it's got the white glitter paper, then I use silver glitter paper, and I use the blue because just like a diamond, it picks up the prisms and it sparkles, and you see all different colors in it. So I wanted to do that. Now we're going to put our birthday, listen to me, birthday cake. We're going to put down our bridal cake. And I'm using both a little bit of ATG, and I'm going to use glue on the stand, but I don't want to use all glue because I want this to sit solid and straight. I don't want it to bubble up or anything like that. So, get all the little tapes tucked in. Ooh, I had some Happy Mail today. Well, it's not, I don't think you can call it Happy Mail. Happy Mail's from someone else. This was some goodies that I ordered. I was running out of ATG, and I ordered from the Tape Depot, and I thought they sent me the wrong tape. I've been having a terrible time with the tape, but it's so inexpensive. I thought, well, it'll take me forever. I can't figure out how to put it on anyway. Can you see this, by the way? Yes, you can. See how you just line up the cake and you put it on there? Okay. And I don't think I scored it. Remember, I had it scored on the thing, but I didn't use my bone folder because my desk is just buried. I've been doing so many projects. I'm doing these projects ahead of time. They are in my computer, and I'm taking my computer with me on a trip. I'm going to visit my son. My husband and I are going to visit our son and my daughter-in-law and my 2 grandsons and my new grandbaby, and we're going to Rhode Island, and they live in Middleton, Rhode Island. But what we're going to do is we're going to stop along the way, and we're driving at this time. Now, we've never gone, I've never gone, so I want to get this rounded a little bit more on this corner because this diamond was in the way. And never again am I designing this without using, I was using the squares. I like this particular card. You know, it depends on what you have, the artwork you have. But for this, I think the rounded corners look better than this. See what I'm saying? On this, the square corners look absolutely fine because you've got this whole rounded top. But I don't have that, and so I've got square, and this way I'll have it nice. Now, what I should have done, but I didn't want to keep you on the video any longer, is I should have moved this cake over to this side a little bit more, to the fold a little bit more, and then, but it's going to be covering up the cake a little bit, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. No one knows but you and me, and half of Facebook now. Hey, be sure to be adding your friends on this channel. We've got a lot of things coming up, and this is the third card we're doing, but then I think next week I'm going to do a scrapbook page for you. And I scrapbook a little bit differently than a lot of the ladies do on not Facebook, on the internet. You know, you see all these ladies and they do all these fancy smanchy pages, and yes, I've done some of those. I've done many, many of those. But I like to use and take advantage of as many pictures on a page as possible, because while my children were growing up, you may have only taken one photo for your child or picked out one photo, but I didn't. I would take a million to get one good one, you know. No, I took a lot of pictures of my children, and I want to be able to put those pictures on their pages. Now, I didn't scrapbook when my children were growing up. I just didn't. I didn't know how to. I didn't know. And when my teenagers and when my children were in their late teens, I went to this Christian women's ministry thing where they'd have a dinner, and they'd have a dinner once every month. And I'd go because a friend of mine was a Christian, and she drugged me along, well, to say the least. Now I'm a Christian, but that's not why. Anyway, I'm getting this one little edge here. I keep these in. Now look at this, isn't this cute? Anyway, what I wanted to say is, I'm 30 years behind on my children. So, I've got my grandchildren though, but not my children, so I would like to get a book made for them. But isn't this card cute? Now, isn't this a special card? You can go to a store and you can buy lots of cards. Now, you could do it whatever way you want. You can do it. I think I'm going to do the cake first and leave it with the cake first, because I think that's pretty. And then with the rings, and then with the Mr. and Mrs. Whichever way you like it, like that, or like that, please, that's the way you do it. You send it that way. They'll never know the difference, and whatever way you want, it's perfect. It's the way it should be. But isn't that a beautiful card? And wasn't it easy to put together? It was awful, awful designing it. I agree with you on that. But it's really, really easy to put together. So, you have a blessed day. Thank you for joining me today at She's a Sassy Lady. Excuse me, I gotta learn to stop saying that. At Design with Sassy. Thank you. We've got a lot of changes coming up, a lot of changes and a lot of growing, and I hope you stay with us. And I'm just going to take a minute more. I put up a little thing asking you, what would you like to learn more of in the future? And we're going to do all of these things that are on there. It was more card making was the number one thing that people wanted to learn. Scrapbooking was number 2. Design space was number 3. Vinyl, decorating projects, seasonal holiday decor, and then painting. And it went in that. The seasonal holiday decor, I think there was only one. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to keep making cards and scrapbooking and design space. We'll learn design space for each project that we do for right now, this next few weeks, okay? Have a blessed day. Thank you for joining us today at Design with Sassy. Hi, I'm back. I want to show you something. This is, whoa, 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 all my glitters, and I just dropped a bunch of them on the floor, a whole bunch of them, this whole tray here of glitter on the floor. And I picked out some glitter. I have all different sizes and that, and I picked out some glitter that I would like to be able to put on the front of this card. I want to try it. Remember I told you I always make 2 cards at a time? I'm going to pick all this glitter up off the floor. It rolled all over the place. Well, this is what I'm going to do. And I've got to get all this stuff off here. Don't tell my husband, so shh. We're going to spray this up here. Okay. We're going to open this. And we're going to sprinkle this all over. Just lightly sprinkle. Now, remember, I'm going to have things I got to glue onto this yet. But at least the front of the card will be all glittery and sprinkly. I thought I'd give you a couple different options on how you can make a card look really, really nice. Now, this is always going to be sticky unless we treat it. Okay, it's always going to be sticky unless we treat it. So we're going to do that now. What we're going to do is I'm going to take, oh, I should have ripped this off to begin with. Let's see if I can get it off. I am going to run this through the Sizzix or Cuttlebug. If you have a Cuttlebug, run it through there. Anything that you put glitter on, you want to run it through there. And I see a pattern in this I don't like. So we're going to run it this way. Now I'm not going to put the whole card together. I'll put it together and I'll show it to you. But I'm not going to put it together with you. Just know when I'm telling you this is that you need to put a lot of extra glue on something that has glitter on it because it likes to come off, okay? It doesn't want to stick on there, okay? Now I'm taking this, my sheet, and I'm going to fold this in half on it so that it is protected like this by paper, okay? Hold on a minute, let me get the other stuff. Okay, here I am. I stuck those sheets of paper, and I don't know if it's heavy enough. I'll know in a minute. I might have to stick another sheet of paper in there. But I've got it between 2 of the long plates. No, it's heavy enough. And I'm just going to run it through here. And what it's doing is it's setting that glitter right in the glue. Okay? And I thought this was longer than that. They haven't gone 11 inches yet. Okay. So let's run it back. And it's setting that glitter right in the glue, remember? And I hope I'm not too loud right now. I'm literally, my mouth is right next to this camera. So I'll try to move and show you this. Okay, let's see. Now the glitter that's on the paper is going to come off, but not the glitter that is on the card. See this? Look at how, see how I've got a pile of glitter in there? Now, let me show you on this. This I've got to scoop back into there. Now there's just a little bit of glitter right here. I don't know whether, yeah, you can see that. A little glitter right here, but look at this when I drop it. Now, to give you an idea, Amy at May Made It does not like working with glitter at all. And when I made that slider card, the spinner card that we did last week, or the week before last, when I did that, I used a little bee for the inside, and you have a picture of it on the site now, on the Facebook site. And I used a bee, and the leaves were real thick, chunky glitter. Well, Amy took one look at that. She says, "Oh, I just hate that. I'm going to have glitter all over the place." And I said, you're not going to have glitter anywhere. And I showed her, and she was amazed that that's all you have to do is take and run the glitter paper right through. And isn't that just adorable? Now, look at the difference this card is going to make. And I'm not going to put it together right now. I'm just going to set the goodies on top so you can see it. And this is the one that she will actually get, this special card. And I'm looking going, where's my Mr. and Mrs.? Mr. and Mrs. is going to go there. And then we will fold over, and I'm going to use the ring right here. Now, granted, if you take and you all of a sudden use a, what do I want to say, scorer, it's going to come off the glitter. The ring is going to go on that like that. Look at the difference of that. Isn't that beautiful? And then look at, where's the cake? Cake's over here. Look at the cake. Like that. Now look at the difference in these two cards. Which one would you rather give to the bride? Isn't that awesome? I'm going to give this one to the bride. This one a bride down the road will get. But, and it's still beautiful, but there's a difference between the type of material that we use, whether it's beautiful or whether it's going to be gorgeous, right? That's what I want to show you today. I will be back in a minute and just show you the card. I'll put it together, not on screen, but I'll put it together. Thank you. I am back. This card is done, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the difference, and I want to see if I can zoom in a little bit. Look at this. And look at this. Look at the two. See this one and see this one? It glitters all over the place. I took, and after I put it on and I glued it on, I took these papers that were no good and just put them on here like this and took a burnisher and went over it so that the glue, it would stick in, and it too would be burnished. I mean, it would be set into the glue, into the glitter. Then, you know how I had some glitter on that piece of paper, and I said, oh, I'll put it back in the bottle, don't worry about that. Put it back in the bottle, no problem at all. Then I dropped the bottle on me. I have got glitter all over my scrap room. There is glitter everywhere because it's a super fine glitter. It'll take months for this glitter to be gone. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed today and you learned something new. Not only did you learn how to make this, I call it a trifold because it's only folded twice, but it's got 3 different folds. It's got 6 different sides. And not only did you learn how to do that, you learned how to set glitter. And if you ever hear me set the glitter or tell you, you know, put glitter on this and set it, now you know what that means. It means put it on a sheet of paper on both sides of it. It can be cardstock, whatever, it can be paper, but put it on both sides of it. Stick it through either your Cuttlebug, your Sizzix, or whatever machine that you have. Stick it in through there, and guess what? It's going to look great. So, and it's going to set, and it's not going to come off. I'm shaking, and there's no glitter coming off of this card. And there is glitter literally everywhere on this card. This side was the side it came with, and it was purchased. And see how? You got to be very careful with that. And I'm giving this to a person that would know that this is a problem with glitter, and she will just be thrilled because she loves glitter. Anyway, you have a blessed day. Thank you for joining us today at Design with Sassy. Bye now.